Well, Reject Nation, we have made it to the end of What If Season 2. So far, pretty great. Are you ready, Koi, to see if it sticks the landing?
If it doesn't, what if it, like, the last episode's awful
Just
and we're like,
ruined.
worst thing in the... I don't even know if it could. It's been that good.
We'll see. Let's find out, guys, in the comments. Let us know. Did you think What If Season 2 stuck the landing? I sure hope that response is positive. All right, guys, leave a like on this video. That's your first order of business. Also, thank you to Prepper for helping us edit on these highlights. And also, massive thank you to everyone who became Super Sexy Rejects. That's where you join us at our Patreon. You sync up your own copy of What If, full interaction watch along. And John and I also cover several things exclusively over there with highlights and watch alongs included. Koi, are you ready to get into this?
I want to know how it ends.
Let's find out. I Am Groot Season 3.
Oh, there it is. Sneak preview. No finale. Ooh. What if characters? Now canon.
Yes.
That is dope. Oh, I love that news.
Oh
and her
my
doing
God.
Yes. All of this.
We
what
are
ifing.
reacting.
What ifing. It's all what ifing. Look at them all. Oh,
Shit. I don't even recall some of that.
I don't think some of this has happened yet.
And no, it might have been some season 1 stuff. That is great.
I love this.
And yet Marvel barely promoted the show.
Please talk about this, Marvel, now.
After all that effort.
London, 1602.
We're back.
A world at peace, thanks to a hero from an entirely different universe. Captain Peggy Carter,
Goddamn
a
right.
warrior out of her own time.
Hot, too.
By the looks of things, this happy hour could use a little more happiness. Being single malt, few centuries ahead of schedule, of course.
He really is supreme.
Any chance you can offer me a lift home? I'd call a taxi, but I left my purse in another dimension.
Come on, Peggy, step into my office.
Theirs was the bond of two heroes.
Nice reference.
For like Captain Carter, Dr. Stephen Strange had been on a difficult journey of his own. In his pursuit to save Christine Palmer, he destroyed his soul.
The one phenomenal episode.
But it was only as the world collapsed around him that he saw the error of his ways. Two legends must band together to face a threat.
Oh, they're going to be the leaders of this one.
But against whom?
Welcome to my humble abode, the Sanctum Infinitum.
Oh, okay.
Upgraded?
You've been here all alone?
Well, not quite. I've been kind of busy.
With whom?
Infinity Ultron, I think you know, and Thanos, Loki. Beings of untold power hell-bent on destroying their universes.
What the hell?
Easter eggs.
Slow down, show.
But look, there is actually something I need your help with.
Strange. I'd rather go home.
Some guardian you were.
It's a bit embarrassing, to be honest.
One of them's escaped.
How did you know?
Gremlins, aliens, Jurassic Park. I can already hear the Watcher intoning that meddling in the multiverse. Always a mistake.
I know he's a fifth-dimensional being with that big head and that soothing voice. That doesn't always make him right.
I love how the cape is so big it still casts him into this big shadow.
His own shadow.
It's just a big shadow on his face.
So I love how Haley's playing her here, but I still want to see that weakness.
Our bad guy is a she, Captain Carter.
Who?
I lost her trail here in the South Dakota Badlands. Well,
Kahhori's a bad guy?
To him, maybe, because the power.
Why can't you just do this?
because you, my friend, are an unknown. And here,
Ah, thank you.
this will work out pretty well, Peggy. You'll go find her,
I don't trust him.
I don't trust him is the issue.
Yeah, exactly.
then I'll be able to bring you both back here.
And then I'm out.
No, I don't trust him.
How will I know it's her?
Oh, trust me. You'll know.
That's a little worrying.
He's behaving
So strangely.
So strangely. More like Dr. Strangely.
Yeah.
More like Dr. What? Dr. Suspicious.
He writes the comics.
Yes, I'm an aspiring writer. I don't know if you guys know that.
Dr. Suspicious over here.
Whoa,
Red Skull Rushmore. Cool.
You here to help for a change, or just to narrate?
The bomb at Project Rebirth packed a bigger bang in this universe.
I love the mood and tension of this.
Neither you nor Steve Rogers survived. Hydra unleashed the Tesseract's powers, won the war, and destroyed the world.
Oh, damn. This is a terrible world.
Heavy.
I get involved, you watch.
It's about seeing.
Great, well, Strange found a way to watch and see. He's getting involved making a difference.
I like how this season basically became that hope for Captain America to go to all the times and do like things. This is what Captain Carter is.
Yeah, it's true.
Like all the gems are helping multiverses.
And look how good this snow looks.
So pretty.
This looks like old school horror Disney. It is Kahhori, but she's not bad.
I mean, to some.
If you insist on ending this in a fight, you will regret. Yeah, very good. That was a good one.
If Strange is on Red Skull's side.
I don't think you'd be teamed up with Skull. Damn.
Cool.
Impeccable timing.
Let me guess. He asked you to help him save the multiverse.
To save it from you. Why'd you ask?
I'm not a universe killer. He is.
He's watching right now.
Yep.
My name is Kahhori, and I think
Kahhori? I thought it was Kahhori.
There's a D in there? I mean, it must be an
know.
accent.
that delusional or that honored us is lying to you.
First time we've heard her speak English, I just realized.
Oh no.
Is it? God damn it, Strange.
Nice work finding her for me.
He wants to extract her power.
Did he tell you about the Forge? Just targeting universe killers. He's gathering righteous heroes too.
Well, for what?
He's feeding everyone to the Forge.
Enough!
Why? What are you doing, Strange?
He's driven himself mad.
No.
Strange isn't trying to save universes. He's trying to resurrect his universe.
Oh.
God damn it, Steven.
You're trying to bring back Christine, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And if anyone could understand, it's you.
My God, dude. I thought we were past this.
But this is
Never.
madness.
Oh, come on,
A
Peggy.
multiverse of madness.
You know you'd do the same thing for Steve.
Peggy.
It's Peg D.
I would never do this for Steve.
Dude, not cool, bro.
Not love.
And Steve Rogers wouldn't want me to. The cost is too high.
In the grand scheme of things, it's a small price to pay.
What the hell, man?
Trust me, Peggy. It's better this way.
He hasn't gone full evil. Oh my God.
Cool.
Oh my God. Oh my God, where are we gonna get?
Let people out.
Let them free. Oh shit.
Awesome. Universes.
Even the dragon's here?
Well, that should keep him busy.
I love Easter eggs and references.
It's like the end of Cabin in the Woods. There's just so much.
Hang on tight.
They're not doing anything. They're so generic
Fighting.
Oh no, it is Cabin in the Woods. What the hell?
It really is. Whoa.
Whoa. I love this so much.
Starting a prison riot of universe killers, not my best idea.
We gotta go.
Yes.
Gunslinger Loki.
The amount of work people are doing over the holiday break to break down those scenes.
You know, we just gotta go pretty.
We're just going nice.
Nice.
That
We
looks
like
nice.
it. Oh, Zombie Wanda's back.
Is this how we greenlight the Marvel Zombie show?
Wandambi. Zonda.
Be careful.
Zonda.
There,
Yeah, I know. Zombies are pretty universal.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Oh, you got this. This is not a problem. Red versus blue. Red versus blue. They're trying to eat the shoe. These circle tracking, they just the cinematography again. Oh my God, what's happening? Who's doing this? Loki?
What did you do?
It's not me.
Fenris?
Zombies! Sounds like my kind of fun.
Goddess of Death.
Now kneel.
Yes.
The last woman to demand that of me regretted it.
Oh, darling, I'm no ordinary woman. I'm the goddess of death.
Clancy Brown.
I love how crazy this is.
It's just leveling up.
I am Asgard.
And this is all proving Uatu right, by the way.
Yeah.
No.
Like, if you're gonna do this plot, you want to just go like ape shit with
How
it.
big can it get?
Yeah.
Strange. He's coming. Leave them to the warden. Let's go.
Yeah, man, the structure to this is genius. The Thanos
Oh, that was so cool.
redo the Avengers Infinity War.
Yes. At that moment,
He's a bitch. Thanos is a bitch in the
Season
What If
2,
series.
Thanos is a bitch. He's out.
The one consistent thing.
3 episodes for 3.
That's just season 2.
Oh,
shit.
With the Infinity.
Oh, the one for season 1.
We'll need that infinity.
That's right, the
armor.
cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Stand a chance against Strange.
Infinity Monger.
Forgot about the cliffhanger. Who is she? She's a little too powerful sometimes.
What earthly power is that?
I don't know what she is. It's just the Tesseract.
I guess teleportation is.
I guess not the ultimate power. Yeah, she didn't de-strength him. Yeah. Just got him out of the suit.
Yeah, which deprived him of the powers.
Cool.
No.
Oh my god, what is happening right now? She was already so ultimate. These 2 ultimate ass chicks.
Fits like a glove.
Does fit like a glove. Fits like a nice sports bra too.
Captain Gauntlet.
Strange has started the forge.
We have to stop him now, before he feeds the prisoners to it.
In my opinion, not overpowered.
No.
Just
What do you mean Infinity Carter?
just powered enough.
Infinity Carter's doing just fine.
Both of them together.
What if there's 2 Super Saiyan women?
How do we destroy it?
Well, I'd rather you didn't. You changed your outfit. Pretty cool. But you might remember I defeated that armor once before.
Even the music's coming back. And he's dead.
Oh, come on. I thought you were just warming up. Get a load of this.
What a fun hodgepodge of shit.
Yeah, I guess you figured that armor out.
What a crazy mislead. You think they're building up to some culmination of a heroic battle together?
Yeah.
No, leave it alone. You're making it unstable.
You shouldn't have asked Peggy to do this. Does she know how to use all the stones already?
It would seem.
Yeah, okay. It's like the Secret Invasion finale.
Very much.
Just look at all the powers.
At once.
You've lived in solitude far too long, Strange. You've forgotten. There are more of us than there are of you.
That's the thing.
Oh, what?
There aren't.
Oh! Let's do this!
Great idea.
I just love how it keeps leveling up. Oh my god, it doesn't stop. I love it so much. Okay, all jokes aside, I'm having a blast.
This is a melee.
This is so
An
fun.
absurd melee.
This is so absurd. Let's go. Strange, do some strange shit. Come on, look how beautiful of a shot that is.
Captain Carter. Always the soldier out of time.
Doesn't have to end this way.
Don't get me wrong, guys. There's some narrative flaws with this episode, but there's so much fun that's
It is a
happening
lot
that is
of
making
fun.
up for it. It was like when Strange fought Thanos in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Butterflies and all.
All this to make one super soldier?
Oh my God, we're suddenly taking a big slowdown moment.
Steve, is this real?
What? Of course it is. The Nazis are on the march across Europe. We need to even the odds.
Seems so small in comparison to what's going on with the multiverse.
Yeah, it's going back to Erskine.
Just Nazis.
Stay. We'll finish the fight. We'll win the war. You and me, Peg. We can finally be together.
But if you change this point in time...
The butterfly effect and the butterflies.
Yeah. I don't get it. What does it mean?
A subtle metaphor, Greg. I'll explain it after.
I wish that were true. But
You're not him.
He's just trying to get her to give up. Yeah.
Huh? She has strength and speed?
See what you've chosen.
oh no, he's begun. He's feeding them to the forge.
I just wish the motivation of Strange was rooted in something else.
Isolation madness, yeah.
I mean, she's just redoing the same shit he was doing last time.
Yeah.
Same motivation.
The protection around the forge is weakening. I can
It's
order them all
backpedaling.
home.
It is. To episode 8 of last season.
Yeah. Like, I don't mind him being, like, dark and sinister, but I just wish it wasn't just like, oh, just bring Christine back.
Yeah, the exact same.
Whoa. But man, there's some really fun shit happening right before my eyes right now. Look how beautifully animated this is.
And all these characters we've met and experienced.
Neat trick. But you see, I mastered that one a long time ago.
It's just a game of tops.
It's a lot of toys smashing together.
My world must be reborn, or countless others will die.
What?
When was that explained?
Oh, he
I
snapped.
gave you a choice, Peggy Carter. They will feed my machine.
That is so monstrous. Just feeding heroes to
A
the machine.
forge, just lives.
And you, my friend, are finished.
Not entirely.
Oh, another power up.
Girls, get it done.
Give him hell.
Men, help. Look, they're still being heroes as they're falling to their deaths.
The 10 Rings
Oh,
Mjolnir.
this is cool. All the weapons coming together. Legendary weapons. That's cool as they're falling to their deaths. They're giving up their weapons. One final fight. Beautiful. What happened to all the strangers?
She butterflied him away.
Oh, that's right. There's so much happening, I forget.
What do you mean? It's been very linear.
What is happening right now? This is insanity. Just keep going, show.
More things,
keep
more
keep
things,
topping
more
it.
things.
Keep it going. Just here's the tumbleweed, man.
Look at what she looks like.
What the shit is going on? It's just a fun
Infinite Hela Carter.
This is a snowball effect of epic proportions. Look at this
She
shit.
has Mjolnir and the 10 Rings in offense and defense.
Whoa.
He's a vampire with horns.
Oh, he's becoming the thing he feared. Oh, he's that thing from episode 4. He's already that thing.
Whoa.
It's already in him.
Yeah. It's just unveiling it, right?
Nothing is ever over.
Strange! If you're in there, you need to listen to me.
No, you will listen.
I want to compare it to the Secret Invasion finale, but I got to tell you why this is so much better afterwards.
Oh, it's better, but
Yeah.
it has problems similar.
No, but there's...
Strange, this isn't you.
It is me.
That's her smiling face. My God.
The Balrog. All right, she's lost
But I just
all the build-ups.
I love how it's like a real game of tops, though.
Yeah.
Of how whenever you think it's over, the other opponent's got one more up their sleeve.
Peggy!
So it just culminates in this crazy cacophony of shit.
Whoa, that
These
looks
showdowns,
awesome.
Cyrus. Smash into his mouth. Or his nose?
Whatever that body part is.
Kind of looks like Mr. Sinister. Did you punch the evil out of him?
It's all it takes. It's like amnesia.
It's gonna explode!
Come on, Strange. There has to be a way to stop it.
I can't. My grief is too strong.
Christine wouldn't want this.
Oh, is this grief has manifested into a completely separate being?
Yeah.
I always thought that it was just an extension of him. But it's like their character is grief.
Yeah, like the shadow self is this demon.
So I guess it didn't completely undo his arc.
Strange!
I don't know. Now I'm kind of on that path of like, I was saying I wish it was different motivation, but he
You
was
don't get
obsessed.
over something.
You don't get over something. It's
That
true.
just gets
Like,
bigger.
it is true, though. He was obsessed.
And he didn't seem to get over it at the end.
It just felt repetitive in the moment.
I take it this means I'm not dead.
No, and neither is Kahhori. I sent her back to her home universe.
That maliciousness didn't go away in that episode.
Yeah. But in the moment of introduction.
Sure, it's
yeah.
like, well, we've had this.
Yeah.
But like villains have motivation that repeats itself because that's their motivation. Like,
yeah, it's true.
That's Christine. Strange's plan worked.
Yes, but at the cost of his life. He recreated this universe, but was never born into it, and never will be.
That is tragic.
You saw it, didn't you? The Forge, Kahhori, the monster in Strange.
Oh, we didn't just see it. He watched it.
We nearly lost everything.
But we didn't. The multiverse didn't need me to intervene, Peggy. It just needed you.
This is just Peggy's show.
yeah, this was her through-line season, right? Like there was nobody.
Needs some struggle though. I'm not gonna lie. It's the one part of season 2. It's been a little bit hard for me. It's like I really like her a lot, but I don't love her because I feel like there's a lack of struggle.
Perhaps we could take the scenic route home. Surely there's something worth seeing along the way.
Just you watch.
Season 3.
But man, I do love. Oh my God! What?
Oh yes.
Are they gonna go into the? They're actually gonna be connecting it now?
I mean, that's the same tree of life.
That's the same tree of life, right? Dude, I look, man. I can logically see some shit, but I'm not gonna lie, and I would not lie to you guys. I totally think you guys should buy a shirt from Real Rejects store, rejectnationshop.com. You got it. And I'm just gonna say while we wait for a post-credit scene that we got a shirt like our Pedro Pascal one for Joel. That's supposed to be Grogu. Got a recently launched Doctor Who shirts full of a whole bunch of Doctor Who quotes on the TARDIS. We got Space Babies of the Galaxy. We got 1 billion of them, and it is one of the absolute best ways to support the channel. Koi apparently owns a bunch, and they're all living in his closet like a good
Somebody
co-host
puts
he
his
is.
clothes away, and then I had a charity event today, so you're giving me guff about helping people. I didn't go home between. I came straight here.
You can't wear a Real Reject shirt
At a
to
charity
a charity event.
That's Christmas. I wore a Christmas sweater. Here I am. I know. Post-credit scene.
We wait for post-credit scene before we review, and I'll say this. All I want to say is, while I recognize some narrative flaws, I think
begins to review.
There's so much things in here that I'm just not going to go into the details yet. There's so much things in here that while I can compare it to other things that why it didn't work, of what I liked it, I had so much fun with this. I genuinely was like, this was a blast. I kind of wouldn't have it any other way except for 20 minutes longer. Just to flesh out some
I
stuff.
would like a few more episodes to be 5 minutes
Are you
longer.
reviewing? Jesus Christ.
I'm not,
What
of
is
course.
going on here?
What?
We have to wait for a post-credit
That is
scene.
tradition and how it's done. Everyone knows. Great
wait.
soundtrack.
Just wait.
Enjoying the score.
Just wait.
Waiting. Look at all these talented people. ADR done in Burbank.
Just get to the post-credit scene. Who gives a shit about what
Killmonger's
any of
theme,
you guys
Ludwig
did?
Göransson.
Just get to the post-credit
Special
scene.
thanks, Roy Thomas. Great writer.
Honestly, I don't need a post-credit scene. We just got to wait to see
Just
if
got to
there's
assume
one.
if it doesn't have it.
If not, we riot. We take a baseball bat to Kevin Feige's
Here comes Deadpool.
knees.
Deadpool 3 post-credits. It's the next thing. No, Echo. It's not going to have post-credits.
I don't think there's going to be a
I
post-credit.
don't think it's post-credits. That's a good thing we waited to review.
Or maybe Disney was like, hey,
Not in the press.
we're going to give you screeners. We're not going to give you a post-credits.
What if they do what Sony did that one time and it's just across the Spider-Verse, the end of Venom, and they're just like, here's an Echo scene.
I would be fine with that.
I mean, I think it might happen.
In 1 week.
All at once. 5 episodes of Echo. Can we review now?
Fine.
All right. I would say of the post-Endgame shows and movies, which includes Phase 4 and the Phase 5 up into this point,
Give it to me blunt, Coy.
this makes the top third. There's been like 10
Okay.
properties,
All right.
and this makes top third. I did not like the finale as much as the rest of the season, but I did not dislike the finale as much as I disliked a lot of what season 1. So therefore, it is much higher than like my whole What If experience, and I really liked what most of it was. 1602 could have been a finale for me. I feel like they could have had Strange across multiple seasons and just be like a tease. I would have been okay with, because 1602 felt like a big culmination Avengers event. I didn't necessarily need the culmination of like but it was fun. It just felt a little bit like the Secret Invasion problem, where it's like, this girl you just met plus Captain Carter, who doesn't have weakness, have more. And that became a bit much. But overall, it was worth the fun, which I think was what you kept saying, is like the joy I had far outweighed my brain going like, bit much, because they just kept leveling up the cacophony of excitement. And I love seeing characters that I could imagine how that What If character came to be. I love the idea of pausing and finding new things. I love the rapid comic-esque stack on stack on stack that I think Secret Wars is going to feel like, worth the squeeze. But once I slowed down to think, I was like, I don't know about that.
Dude, yeah. I cannot disagree with you. I can. But I cannot.
You could.
Hence the
but you won't. The duality of Greg, the dichotomy of thought, the duplicitous nature of being.
Yeah, well, okay. Like with the Marvels, that was an experience for me where I was like, I see the narrative's problems and I can see how people have fun with this. Personally, the problems are so outweighing the fun for me.
This is the inverse.
And for me, that's
a really good point.
About exactly how I'd put it.
Yeah.
Is because visually, it still popped. Visually, it was still exciting to look at.
And joy came out of me.
Let's really quickly get the Secret Invasion comparison out of the way. I cannot tell you what the game of tops was in that game between Gravik and oh my God, what is her name?
Amelia Clark.
Oh my God, what is her name?
Memorable show.
That is a really bad sign for us. For
No,
the show or for
the show, because they didn't make us care about her.
Her name is something. Talos' daughter.
Yeah, that's sure is a name.
Gravik versus Talos' daughter.
That's better.
This is gonna bug me.
Sarah?
I can't. No. Linda? Beth. Kate.
What's her name? Anyway, Secret Invasion with Sarah versus Gravik.
What is her fucking name?
Was not a good character.
Oh, man.
Just such a waste.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just like, let's just give them a bunch of powers and then just make it up as we're going along in the visual effects department, right? That's how it felt. Mm-hmm. Here, there was at least, as crazy as it was, the rhythm was, they had to structure it out and they had to map it out and they had to at least like have a drawing board. I don't just mean like an actual, like, because they animated it. They had to at least have like a list of things and go, what would be the one to stack next? What would be the one to stack next? They had to at least have a structure to it. So as much as it was like batshit insane, there was at least an actual game of tops, and the commitment to how crazy it just kept going from once Peggy broke open all the prisons.
Yeah, once Cabin in the Woods started.
Once Cabin in the Woods started, it did not let go. And I loved just how relentless it became. Because if it at least embraced the relentlessness, that's what I'll say.
And
if it didn't have that part of its soul, because you're either gonna half-ass it or you're not gonna meet it all the way. And if the fact that they met it all the way I thought was the saving grace for something that was like, yeah, these two girls way too overpowered. This two thing right here, this was Strange, kind of comes out of nowhere, and when you think about it, because the build up to it wasn't felt for this season.
It was in last season, which was years ago, and I did like that. In the Avengers, you gather a team, and they had the team already gathered in each episode. So I like that the weapons are gathered throughout the season, like a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Like I like that you got a weapons origins. That way, when it all came together, it was about the items. And that allowed the overpowering to at least have some narrative structure, like you're describing with the blueprint.
Yeah.
Like you have all that. So at least it felt like, oh, they were planning it from the beginning. Not like, okay, we've reached the finale. What the fuck? Like it felt like a journey.
Then the Killmonger tease from season 1, the cliffhanger.
Even though it was solved in 7 seconds.
Like, that's what I mean. There's just so much.
But that's part of the problem I do have is they were like...
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, because I'm like, you guys set up something and then you're just like, what if this OP duo?
Well, in season 1, they don't tease with Strange going back to the villainous route.
No, but I mean, they kind of allude to the idea that he's still evil underneath. I felt that it ended with, like, I don't trust him.
Well, I think for this particular season of how they've built in Strange...
He looks like Jafar.
The way
you don't trust that guy.
Well, the way they're building him up with his little appearances here, so there's something contextually that I'm like, oh, I kind of like the idea of like it's a mislead. Like you think he's building up to assemble towards a greater threat, but it's not actually.
He's the greater threat.
Yeah, he's the greater
threat. But that also ties into him killing people in this kiln. Like that worked for me.
Yeah. Like there's stuff contextually I like about it, and I found my way back to I could see why narratively of course he wouldn't be over this Christine thing, but I thought as a character he had like
I buy like forever Doctor Strange is being like Christine,
okay,
like forever, like that's just like who he's gonna be,
and
he's come to market.
And he would do this choice
100%.
Okay, all right, so that
think about how arrogant and egotistical Doctor Strange is. He would assume he would find a way.
Weirdly, narratively, that was the part of it. I just wish it was somewhat of a.
My problem was like if Captain America or Thor were the character that suddenly had all those powers at the end of a thing, people would be like. And then they have a new character we just met, plus a character we haven't had a lot of time to invest in, being like, it just felt...
Oh, totally.
So I didn't mind the Doctor Strange as much as I minded the, like, what power don't you have battle, which could work with Doctor Strange in a version, but not with, like, how did she learn how to do the Infinity Stones? Like, when did that happen? And, like, those things definitely bothered me enough, but 1,000%. Not enough to throw me out. I was still like shiny, like we said, the inverse of Secret Invasion, where it's like I'm having more joy than my brain is overthinking.
Yeah,
the shiny was tasty enough that I was not like ooh bitter. Like I was in like yay.
Yeah,
the cotton candy was good.
Yeah, and I'm not just being forgiving. Like,
yeah, we've been very.
I will level with you.
We've had a cynical year.
We'll level with you when we hate like. I really don't give a shit.
No, I mean we've been very open about all of our like recent disappointments.
Because there are so many narrative problems with this, and you might even completely be in the comments disagreeing with what we're saying are narrative problems. That's totally fine. I still had a great time.
Sure,
this was still a lot of fun. So John got out of nowhere a couple months ago. John was just going. Sure. He was not doing that. It just always stood out to me. And I'm like, I think he got it from you.
That's an expression I do.
You've been doing it for years?
Yeah, I started doing it in Rocky Horror like 5 years back.
The origins of my sure.
Well, that's when I started saying tight. I remember like two of my catchphrases
Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No, because a kid that was doing the play with me started doing it for Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I picked it up from him, and then I saw a clip of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I was like, that thief. And I realized I stole it from him.
He does cool.
Yeah. So he does tight. And I was like, that's clever. But yeah, I sometimes have little roots of my like expressions that I tie to memories to events, and like sure was like back in the Rocky era. Fun fact. This is for the patrons.
no, this isn't the YouTube video, man.
I definitely feel like there were enough issues to mention them, but not enough issues to have it be a negative. Like, it bothered me, but the episode was still a blast, if that makes sense. Like, it's not as good as the rest for me.
Sorry to interrupt. I just know I'll forget, Coy.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I just know I'll forget. It would more bothersome if this show wasn't only semi-serialized. You know what I mean? Like these other shows we're talking about where when the finale drops the bomb, it narratively is because that's a serialized show.
Yeah.
This is only semi-serialized. At the end of the day, they're all, even the serialized ones are meant to be an anthology of some kind. You know, like the continuation of Peggy Carter's story of the different places she's hopping between. While she's been a through line and a consistency, it's still an anthology episode. And because of that, I'm not like, you ruined the season, you know? Yeah.
I agree. And I do think that I'm okay enough with, like, I think it's more exciting for me to watch 5 to 7 movies get to the point where Cap wields Mjolnir than it is for me to get to the end of a series where every weapon we've discovered is all being used by one character.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather it be a slow burn one build up, but if you're going to do it, committing to it like you were describing, this is the best version of that they could have done. And that's why I think it's not quite Secret Invasion, but it is something where I would have rathered it ended smaller or even ended with 1602 and then go to season 3 with Doctor Strange build up. Then it does lower this season from like, it was an A to A- for me. Now it's like a nice solid A-. It does affect my experience.
Okay. Yeah, man. I'm right. I'll let you have that.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, an A- is still great. It's 4 stars out of 5. Like this was a very enjoyable experience, but that did bother me a little bit.
My main issue with Peggy's an enjoyable character to watch. She's enjoyable to watch. My main issue is, again, I keep bringing this up, the struggle, man. Like sure, okay, in the Game of Tops, she like having a technical struggle with beating Strange. Yes, it's more of just like, nothing seems to really wear and tear at her. You know, she doesn't really seem to get exhausted. She doesn't really seem to get.
The reason I can do this all day is exciting is because
he's struggling to keep going all day. Yeah,
and the reason the Holy Fight Daredevil is great is because he's like, I will do
exactly.
this.
That's what makes a great fight. That's why you root for John Wick.
It's why Mission Impossible wasn't as fun for us because Tom Cruise was going through a CGI landscape and didn't have any hope.
That's why in Mission Impossible 3, the finale is exciting because he's like, I got a bomb in my head and I gotta keep going and I'm running like crazy through all these.
And Philip Seymour Hoffman is playing me as good as anyone ever has. It's really great. Yeah, that's. But we had the same problems with Mission Impossible as we do with this, I think.
And it's exactly my problems with Dead Reckoning are all
reflects my problems with Peggy Carter, both starring Haley Atwell. Haley Atwell's Dead Reckoning and Haley Atwell's What If Season 2. Similar parallel issue here. You know, in the multiverse of Tom Cruise, the Haley Atwell problem really reflects itself in Doctor Strange battles. Has Benedict Cumberbatch ever worked with Tom Cruise? They should.
They should. That would be fun. Yeah, man. Like, no, it's, and I guess because I've been at that point with Peggy that I'm just like, screw it. Just give her everything at this point. Like, and she doesn't really seem that exhausted. So just give her.
And like, why is her super soldier serum so much more powerful?
It's also my question too. With like, I love the episode. With I guess we've been getting her name wrong this whole time. We spent a long time trying to remember
Kahhori. She had a little D in there, but it might be
Kahhori,
but it might be like an accent thing, like for like her.
Don't be racist.
We hadn't heard her speak English, and then it sounded like it was another letter in there.
She's been speaking English this whole time.
What have I been reading?
Your racist mind.
I just heard non.
I can't understand.
That's weird.
You went
I'm
full
just tuning out. I'm like, what is she saying?
I don't speak Indian.
I don't. Sorry, Baxter.
Yeah.
You know I don't speak Spanish. Guys, this is what happens when you film 9 episodes. Just chaos.
But we're the episode.
That's true.
I don't remember what we're talking about.
We earned chaos of episode 9 by filming this all as a binge.
I have no idea what we were talking about.
Dead Reckoning.
Something there. Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I definitely want Marvel to slow down on their overpowering characters.
My question is, with Cohort, like, I don't know what she is and why she is.
Tesseract,
like she is in a day and age where, you know, like, I think the sad fact is, here's the sad reality. Coy and I are obviously the last crowd to be part of the like fuck woke culture mentality, right? The sad reality is though,
we're giving them a lot of fuel.
when you suddenly go when you're like keep introducing female characters and you keep overpowering them with little to no effort.
And then narratively, you don't know what to do with them, so you take Captain Marvel out of the picture because she's too powerful.
I'm like, you're not helping this argument.
This narrative is only fueling itself.
This Mary Sue thing that people keep pointing out. You're not helping it. When I'm like, but as a character, like the Kahhori character, like I really liked her. I was emotionally invested. When I thought Kang killed her, I was like, oh my God, no way. Like I really feared for her. So I'm invested in her. But then the other side, it's like, why is she so goddamn powerful? And then
what can't she do?
And Captain Carter too, like Cap earning, like you brought Milner. Like when he picked it up, he's worthy. He earned it. And Peggy here is just like,
it's also a payoff.
I'm just a magnet of powers.
Yeah,
you know?
And the Mjolnir is also a payoff for the Age of Ultron tease of maybe. And this didn't. There was no time to tease.
And she's been the only serialized thing.
Yeah, I enjoyed the weaponry getting their little origins. That was clever. But I do feel like there was no moment of her learning how to wield the.
There's no struggle.
She put it on.
There's no struggle.
She was ready.
Like I enjoy watching them. I do enjoy watching them, but there is that part of me that steps back and goes, "Why are you so goddamn powerful?"
And I get when you say Mary Sue, you think Star Wars, and then you think Luke Skywalker learned pretty quick.
I think what people say all the time on how it's a lot of the time incorrectly applied.
100%.
And then,
but I'm acknowledging that male characters have that problem too.
Absolutely.
It's just, especially in comics. But
I just saw Percy Jackson in the Olympians with the movie.
Yeah,
I was like, this Percy Jackson's a Mary Sue.
This guy, this Gary Sue, has learned a lot.
Totally Mary Sue.
But I do think that we have had a lot of female characters have not given the time to breathe as they should have. I think it's more of a writing issue than it being a woman issue. I think it's like, okay, we've got these new characters and go. And it's like, no, give them time. Like, let them flourish.
I'm pretty sure Kathleen Kennedy kicked in the door on Marvel.
She was like,
and
what
said,
up?
You make woman Ray.
Yeah, woman Ray. We lost Daisy Ridley. Make every woman Ray.
I love Ray.
Ray, she's back.
I do love Ray.
Daisy Ridley's back to Star Wars.
Maybe that's my unpopular opinion, but I love Ray. I think she's great.
Yeah, I think Bill Burr's the best character in Star Wars since Empire, man. Mandalorian's Bill Burr. Planet Boston is the best place in the galaxy.
Oh, yeah, totally.
That character's so good. That's the Stormtrooper saga I wanted from Finn.
Mayweather. Mayfield?
I
think it's Mayfield.
Yeah, Mayweather's a boxer. But I think Mayfield is the arc we wanted from Finn.
Mayweather could also be a character.
Could be a character. And Skywalker, Mayweather, a lot of weather sensibilities, a lot of sky elements. My point being, I want a character, whether it's a Stormtrooper like Bill Burr, or if it's a character like Captain Carter. Oh, you're right. Imperial officer, right? Like he's
shit, you remember something.
Yeah. I just wrote down. I'm ready. No, I'm not. But whether it's the character that we assume is 2D, it's more exciting to see a character we assume is 2D become 3-dimensional, a la Bill Burr's Imperial officer getting that like time to shine than it is to see a character get more and more powerful and then never have a moment to waver. And I don't feel like that's the one thing about this season I do wish we had was a little bit more moment of failure, wavering, second thought. Like as soon as you realized Doctor Strange was bad, there was like a pause. Okay, I'm gonna take out Doctor Strange. Like, I wanted that from the character, and I think it is fueling the certain YouTube channels that pride themselves on hate.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just it just puts Marvel in a bad position.
Oh God. If we could just become one of those channels.
Dude, the money we'd make.
Oh man, we'd be so rich.
I just don't like it'd be twice as profitable. Maybe 3 times, but at what cost
we're
internally?
Just one bad comment away from these damn libs turning against us. Where I just need to
cancel culture.
I just need to join the other side.
Yeah, over there waiting.
Just right there.
They got
waiting.
their pitchforks and their like, pointy white hats.
My eyes have been
opened. Yeah.
Don't get
ready.
Woke, get open.
Whatever that works for. What is their awakening called? They have a thing?
I don't know.
The Blackening's a movie. Or the racisting.
It's not all racist.
Get sleep.
You know, sometimes I watch some of these videos of these people, and sometimes I feel like they actually have a good point, and then other times, and so it begins.
There's a couple points amongst a lot of bad points. That's the problem. Is every so often I'll hear like 2 good points out of 20. I'm like,
I think what you hate is so much is the presentation. Think of it like this on a completely different flip side. A lot of people hate reaction videos. They'll hate our videos because they'll see our thumbnail and assume they're all the same video.
Every reaction is that,
yeah. And then they watch the video and like, oh, there's actually a lot more discussion happening here.
We just grabbed the biggest moment for the thumbnail.
Yeah, but they always look like they're shocked. Or there's actually a lot more nuance and discussion. Oh, they actually didn't even like this. You know, and so a lot of times it's often judged. And I think some people hate that presentation. Granted, our presentation is not negative most of the time.
Yeah.
And I think what you don't like the most is the negative presentation.
Right.
And
even
then,
if there's a positive idea.
even if you, yeah, because I think some of these people, I won't say who. There's one in particular who I was like, let me venture into this person's videos, and I was like,
boy.
These are really well-made videos. And I'm like, but the presentation will always lump them into the certain camp that you were talking about,
Right.
where sometimes those people who present also feign in their videos hate and the same.
Oh, and they're out there
talking
enjoying
points
shit,
of like,
but they're profiting off the hate.
Yeah. So I think,
Which is more shilling in a different way.
but sometimes, yeah.
Which is ironically dark shilling. They're shilling to their market, not to the studio.
I hope I made my point clear without name dropping anyone
I don't think you
specifically.
did, but I think I understand. But it's like evil shilling is still just as big a problem when you're trying to placate an angry mob.
Yeah,
you're still doing a
but
thing where it's being inauthentic.
But sometimes there is a nuance that I think gets lost in the Anyway, doesn't matter.
I'm saying a broken clock's right twice a day. Sometimes you say enough shit, you got some wisdom in there. But if you're fucking 10 out of 12 clock
I'm
shit.
saying sometimes you got to open the video coin and go, wait a minute, this is actually a good video. But you won't give it a shot.
I don't like YouTube culture very much.
Oh, yeah, who the fuck does?
That's what I'm saying. Why would I spend time going,
don't
oh, I'm
like it,
suffering?
man.
It's the worst.
I don't like it.
But I like connecting with people that consume positive content on YouTube, but that feels like it's a dying art on YouTube because what we're talking about. Like we just both admitted how much more money it would be. So it's hard to be like, yeah, YouTube, but it's like the one good thing, which is intelligent discourse, is the thing that's less popular.
Well, dude, no, it's time to start hating on everything.
I mean, I've learned to post on Twitter and just do it the three dots and go mute and walk away now. Like I literally I mute every thread because I know the more controversial, the better it'll do and the less I'll want to be involved. So it's the worst to be like, let me use this platform of evil.
I know that feeling.
So it's like, I don't want YouTube to become that, and I feel like it is.
Yeah, well.
But while we're here, check out shirts at nerdriot.com.
It's not Nerd Riot. That's a different website.
I know. No, rejectnationshirts.com.
No, Reject Nation Shop. No one here remembers the name
Is it
of
not?
the store.
Reject Nation. Oh, yeah, it is rejectnationshop.com. I can picture the logo now. Yeah, rejectnationshop.com.
We're done. What do you think of the finale? Did it let you down? Did you love it? Do you watch
Did you love
Nerdrotics
it?
videos?
You made it the whole time.
You said Nerd Riot.
You just said nerdrotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
That's-
shit.
I'm like, we did such a good job.
Hey, man.
You know, your boy
They're edited
blocked
well.
me on Twitter. I went to
one?
go see what Tyrone was about, and he like fucking preemptively blocked me. I was like, I guess I won't learn.
He preemptively blocked you?
Yeah.
Did you call him out earlier?
No, I mentioned him on one of our lives, and I was like, I hear that guy's, and I was like, oh, but he just like blocked me all the shit. I was like, I guess I'll never learn. It's okay.
That's right.
It was funny. He was crying about some like not going to Disneyland because it's too woke, and I like went to go like look at the video to see if it was actually. I was trying to give him a chance, and then I was like, well, I guess I can't.
That's about what it's about what the video is.
I literally was trying to do what you just described, where you were like, I'm going to give this a chance and see if there's nuance. And I clicked and I was like, I will not be.
It's about what the video is. It's a funny video.
I couldn't watch it. Internet, it's a lovely place. Have a good fucking holiday. It is New Year's in a couple days. May your New Year be merry, gay, and bright.
This is for the sake. Happy New Year.